Session 5, Collection of Specimen. In this session, you will study about the specimen collection methods for urine, stool, sputum, blood, etc. Collecting urine specimen. Number 1. Method of collecting single urine specimen. Single urine specimen means the amount of urine voided at a time. Usually, the morning specimens are collected. An amount of 100 to 120 ml urine will be sufficient for the usual tests. After cleaning the genital area, the patient passes urine into clean urinal or a clean kidney tray or directly into the specimen bottle, taking care not to spill the urine on the outside of the container. Method of collecting midstream specimen for culture. Ask the patient to clean the genital area with soap and water and then rinse with water alone. In female patients, the labia are separated for cleaning and kept apart until the urine had been collected. In male patients, the foreskin should be retracted and the glans penis is cleaned before the collection of the urine. The patient begins to void into the toilet, commode, or bedpan. Then the patient stops the stream of urine. The sterile container is positioned and continues to void into the container. When enough urine has been voided for the specimen, the patient stops the stream again. The container is removed and then finishes voiding in the original receptacle. By this method, the first stream of urine flushes out the organisms and mucus usually present at the meatus so that accurate results can be obtained. Catheterization may be necessary to get specimens from unconscious patients or menstruating patients. As far as possible, catheterization is avoided as it may cause urinary infection due to the introduction of microorganisms along with the catheter into the urinary tract, or it may cause tissue trauma. Number 3. Method of collecting 24 hours urine specimen. 24 hours urine specimen means to collect all the urine voided in 24 hours. Collection of urine begins at 6 am. Ask the patient to void at 6 am and discard the whole urine. All the subsequent voiding should be measured and collected in the bottle which is labeled. Continue to collect till next morning. Ask the patient at 6 am on the next day and add it to the urine previously collected. It is necessary to add preservatives to the urine to prevent decomposition and multiplication of bacteria. A variety of preservatives are available, such as toluene, boric acid, concentrated hydrochloric acid, formalin, chloroform, etc. Collection of stool specimen. Waterproof disposable containers or wide-mouthed containers are provided with necessary instructions. The patient passes stool in a clean bedpan. A small amount of stool is removed with a stick or spatula and is placed in the container. Discard the stick in the waste bin. Collection of sputum specimen. Waterproof disposable sputum cups or wide-mouthed containers are used to collect sputum specimens. A large container is required if the physician desires to have the total sputum expectorated in 24 hours. If sterile specimens are desired, a wide-mouthed sterile glass bottle with a screw cap or a sterile petri dish can be used. The patient should be given the container on the previous evening and instructed to raise the material from the lungs by coughing and not simply expectorating the saliva or discharges from the nose or throat. The sputum should be collected in the morning before brushing the teeth and taking the food. Mouth can be rinsed with plain water and not with any antiseptic mouthwashes. To collect the sputum from a young child, use a cotton applicator and a test tube. When the sputum is coughed up, Wipe off the sputum with cotton applicator and drop it into a clean test tube. Close the test tube with a cotton plug. Collecting vaginal discharge. Vaginal smears are sent to the laboratory for examination of vaginal discharge. Minimum of 2 slides with smears should be sent to the laboratory. 2 clean slides and a wire loop or a cotton applicator are required. The glass slides are cleaned with spirit. With the wire loop or cotton applicator, take the vaginal discharge and smear it on one side of the slide to make a thin film over the slides. Dry the slides and send them to the lab. Collecting blood specimen. Blood specimens are usually collected by the laboratory technicians. Occasionally, the GDA are held responsible to collect the blood. It depends upon the hospital routines. Blood should be collected with aseptic techniques. It should be collected with a dry syringe or with a syringe rinsed in saline solution to prevent hemolysis of the blood. For certain tests, fasting blood should be collected. Thank you all for your kind attention. That's all for now.